Welcome back to Together We Can's monthly action items. My name is Rob Crane. I'm a personal injury attorney in Dallas, Texas, and along with my friend Pastor Richie Butler, we are co-founders of Together We Can. This month, we learn from people of mixed race. We learn from people who come from mixed families. We learn from people who have shades of skin color that bring unique challenges to their lives. And we started a discussion to learn so much more about their experiences and to overcome our own personal assumptions of what their lives may be like. And we start with a trailer, fittingly, to start a conversation. And it's a trailer for a documentary on HBO this month. It comes from W. Kamau Bell, a comedian who speaks often on this subject. And he brings us a lot of visuals, a lot of perspectives on children of mixed race. And, what stuck with me upon first viewing is, a child saying, I'm not half this or I'm not half this. I'm 100% of the skin color of my mom. I'm 100% the skin color of my dad, and I'm 1,000% me. And that is so telling and so enriching for me to put my brain in that state of mind when I am talking and better yet, listening to somebody who comes from mixed parents or somebody who comes from mixed family. And so that is a good starting off point for our discussion this month. And then we hear the inspirational acceptance speech from Lupita Nyong'o, actress in 12 Years a Slave, and talking about her dark skin complexion and her personal journey and coming to understand the beauty in her skin color and the inspirations in her lives. And then we turn to Kit Shapiro. She is the light-skinned and only daughter of Eartha Kitt. Ms. Shapiro is a biracial daughter of a black mom and a white dad. And she talks about how there are so many people who come up with her with a predetermined thought on what a biracial person should look like or what their life should be like. And she has been told her whole life that she is too light to be the daughter of Eartha Kitt, and how she must have done things to her skin to make her appear to be light-skinned. And she brings a different perspective from her life's journey. And she's written a book about her journey, and certainly brave offerings to all of us. And we hear from Rebecca Carroll, who talks about transracial adoption. She is a black woman who was adopted and raised by a white mom, a white dad in a white neighborhood, and talks about the importance of those families who adopt a child of a different race to make sure they're ready to immerse that child in that child's racial culture, racial history, and understanding of who they are, and making sure that they are raised in a way that brings them identity and brings them connection to their race. And from her powerful experience, she wrote a book titled Surviving the White Gaze, which gives us insight and lessons as to that experience. Trevor Noah appears in a couple of our entries this month. Many of you may know he wrote a book, Born a Crime, because he was born to a black mom and a white father in apartheid South Africa, which at the time was a crime. And he has talked frequently and publicly about his experiences, and we bring a little bit of an offering from his experience to give a flavor, really, for what you can find more deeply on the internet, as well as in his book, which I've read, which is an amazing story. And then we finish up with a prolific author, Britt Bennett, who wrote a book called The Vanishing Half that has been purchased by HBO, and they're deciding yet how to produce that, whether they do it into a series or otherwise, and really gets into a story of tackling color within the Black community, within the context of a fictional story. And what does it mean to be Black in that community? And from that discussion, you can hear her and Trevor Noah discuss the absurdity that we have placed on the color of skin. And throughout the history of the world, it is not meant to be a light comment, but the absurdity the reality of that absurdity is present today, just as it was in the beginning of mixed colors on this planet. So a lot to digest this month, something that we don't discuss often, that I hope we approach those growing number of people in our lives who come from mixed parents or come from mixed families, and do so with much more of an open heart, an open mind, and open ears. And I hope you find it as enlightening as I have. We look forward to seeing you back next month.